Sheriff, what keeps you awake at night? Do you remember my answer? I said, getting that phone call that one of my people is not coming home. Dave Todd got that phone call.
That was Cass County Sheriff Paul Laney earlier today on AM 1100 The Flag, visiting with Scott Hennon. But Officer Mosier's funeral, obviously, as you just heard there, what keeps Sheriff Laney awake at night. Good evening and welcome to 630 Point of View. I'm Chris Berg. Thanks so much for joining us. As our community begins trying to heal from the loss of one of our law enforcement officers, Officer Jason Mosier, tonight I wanted to bring in one of our community's law enforcement leaders to really share his point of view on yesterday's incredibly emotional funeral and procession. Also his thoughts on how our community and all of our law enforcement departments in our community begin this healing process. Also, we're going to touch a bit about how he feels the Bearcat vehicle that we have in our community here helped save officers' lives. That night, Officer Mosier was shot and killed. Sheriff Laney joins us tonight. Sheriff Laney joins us tonight in studio. Thank you so much for being here, sir. I'm sure you went through 1,000, maybe 1,000,000 emotions yesterday. How you doing today?
You're right. I think every law enforcement officer and many in the community went through 1,000 emotions yesterday. We were so honored and excited to be part of the planning and to do what we could do with our part to help make this happen for the Mosier family, for Fargo PD, for our brothers and sisters there, and for the community as a whole. Thank God we've never had to do this before, and I pray to God we never have to do this again. But we were able to lay him to rest with the honor and the respect that he's earned and that he deserves, and be able to support our brothers and sisters in law enforcement as they deserve. And so there's a sense of loss still. There always will be that. There's a sense of fulfillment that we did it right. And there's just a sense of pride in this community and in the law enforcement family for how they supported all of us.
I want to say thank you for what you guys did, because you did such an amazing thing yesterday where you could feel the weight of what was taking place, the emotional weight, and yet, and I don't mean to use this word, but it was a celebration of this man's life and his service, and that's hopefully the right word to use in that instance. Do you feel that's appropriate?
I think it is, as long as we keep it within the context of how you're saying it. It was a celebration of his life and what he gave, and he did give the ultimate sacrifice. And when he was alive, he gave all of himself to his family, to his friends, to his department, to the people that knew him. So it was a celebration of Jason, even though it was somber and it was sad. And the last thing we wanted to be doing that day was, honoring the life of a fallen officer. But it happened, and it happened to Jason, and we wanted to do it right. And so to say it was a celebration of what a great person he was, I think that's a legitimate saying.
Thank you. Let's talk about our community in a moment. Let's start with, obviously, the local law enforcement departments. What do you suggest? What maybe can the community do now to serve you guys? How can we help you begin this healing process?
I can't tell you the support that we've all, I just talked to Chief Todd just actually before I came in here. We were talking about the day's events and over this past week and the things that have occurred and are going to occur. And this community, if nothing else, over the last few days, I think showed all of us that wear the uniform, doesn't matter the color, why we live here and why we work here and why we serve here, because this community and this two-state area has wrapped their arms around us and held us for quite a few days and been there for us. I've heard from my guys, and I've heard from the Fargo guys and from troopers and from officers around the region. They can't buy a cup of coffee. They can't, go anywhere without somebody wanting to give them a hug or come up and support them that way. And I hope people realize how much that means to us. Some struggle to find the words. Some just give you a hug and walk away. Some buy you a cup of coffee, but we know what it means. We truly know what it means. We know that they're saying, we got your back right now.
You hit it right on the head. When Chief Todd came in last week and he sat down and I looked at him in my office, I said, you know what, Chief? I honestly don't really know what to say to you. I wish I had the right words, but I don't. So is there anything specific that we as a community can be doing to help you guys begin to heal?
Realize it's going to take time.
Okay.
And, this isn't something that we had the funeral yesterday now and everybody's okay. I mean, a lot of our people were under fire that night. A lot of our people were involved in the recovery when we went to go in and go get Jason. A lot of our people have been really close with the family, and they see the somberness, and they see the sadness, and they see the agony. And so they're going to hurt. They're going to hurt for a while. At the same time, they're professionals, and they're going to come out here every day and serve this community that they're so proud of. And just understand that it didn't end yesterday, but it maybe started the healing yesterday. And we can start that process now as law enforcement officers.
You said when you walked in tonight, hey, Chris, it's not just the law enforcement departments, it's a community that needs to begin to heal as well. Any suggestions as a leader in our community for that?
You know, I just think enjoy each other, and instead of always looking for the rough side of everything or the bad side of everything, you know, I think our law enforcement realizes we serve a pretty special community, and our community realizes we have some pretty special law enforcement officers that would be willing to give it all and did give it all, and just you know, take time to cherish really how special this area is, and take care of each other like we always do. That North Dakota, Minnesota nice phrase is something real. We do have a sense of compassion, a sense of niceness here. But as I always say, don't ever mistake our niceness for weakness, because we're pretty strong people too. So let's just heal together, because law enforcement lost a brother, the community lost a guardian, and a warrior for who we are and what we stand for.
I want to move on to a couple of things. We're going to touch on one here and then keep Sheriff Laney over for the next segment as well. But at the press conference of Officer Mosier, you talked about the importance of the Bearcat that we have here locally. Hopefully we can bring up the graphic of the Bearcat so people at least have some context of what we're referring to here. But this is the Bearcat that we have here locally, and you said, hey, if it wasn't for this thing, we would have lost more officers. And actually, here's what you said specifically that day at the press conference.
I thought there was 4. I just got a call from a fellow sheriff in Wisconsin who told me there have been 5 in the last 2 days. How do you think that hits us? You know, people are hunting us. And how do you think that sits with us?
That is not the sound clip, but we've got the one where he mentions about the Bearcat. If we can play that one, please, and how it actually saved officers' lives, please.
That Bearcat, had it not been on scene tonight, we would have had a lot more cops wounded or killed. That Bearcat was, when I say it was a lifesaver tonight, or last night, it was an absolute lifesaver.
So what do you mean specifically, and roughly guesstimation, how many rounds did that Bearcat take that night?
You know, right now it would be premature for me to comment specifics, because the BCI has not closed out the investigation. And while we will have a lot to say about the Bearcat and what it did that night, as I said that day, and we'll be able to give a lot of specifics. Chief Todd and I have both talked about this extensively, and we both are more than willing to come on, and we're going to come on together, not only on this show, but to the public and speak about that. We have very strong opinions about the Bearcat, what happened that night, and the needs to be able to protect our officers when they're under fire. And while I won't say a whole lot about it tonight, I can assure you that Chief Todd and I are going to speak together on this in the near future.
We look forward to having you on, because also, if you don't know this, Sheriff Lane is also on the board of directors for the National Sheriff Association. One of the things he's talked about before on the show is that President Barack Obama and his administration wanted to take away this equipment from local police departments quickly. I think you said when you were on last time that in April you're supposed to actually give this Bearcat back. Is that accurate?
Well, not this one. Had we had a tracked Bearcat,
okay,
you know, if we got one with the tracks on it because of our snow and our terrain, we would have not had it, because we would have had to give it back by April 1st. And they've been taking them around the country from law enforcement agencies that did have tracked vehicles. Thank God we don't have a tracked vehicle, that we have a wheeled vehicle. And we can talk more in depth on another day how serious this is.
Sheriff Laney also made some comments at that press conference about how cops across the country are being hunted. We're going to play a quick clip for you and talk about this when we come back.